The only equipment that will be needed to perform the modified standard push-up assessment will be an aerobic mat and a repetition counter, preferably a partner. Also, for the 1 repetition max, you will only need a facility with the appropriate equipment, the bench or a leg press machine, a spotter, and of course the weights. A 1 repetition max can be performed on a bench press or a leg press. For this video, we will be going over the bench press. In order to perform a 1 repetition max, 5 to 10 minutes of low intensity aerobic exercise should be done, such as like a brisk walk on the treadmill. Then you can perform several reps with a light load prior to adding moderate to high resistance onto the bar. Then you can increase the resistance by 2.5 kilograms to 20 kilograms or 5.5 pounds to 45 pounds. The initial weight you start with should consist of 50 to 70% of whatever you think your maximal capacity is. Then you can go ahead and attempt your 1 rep max and rest 3 to 5 minutes in between repetitions until you cannot successfully perform the lift. When performing the 1 repetition max on the bench press, your form is especially important. Before you lift the bar off of the rack, you want to make sure that your eyes are level with the bar and your hand placement should be slightly wider than shoulder width apart. As you bring the bar down to your chest, you want to make sure that it is directly below your chest and not any higher than that. As you move the bar up from the bottom phase, you want to exhale and make sure that your abs are contracted the whole entire time. In order to prevent fatigue and record a true 1 repetition max, increase the weight by 2.5 kilograms to 20 kilograms each repetition. Some key points to remember for this protocol is that it should be continued until you cannot successfully complete the lift. The lift should be obtained within 4 sets, and the 1 repetition max is determined by lifting the heaviest weight attempted successfully through full range of motion, unassisted, and with proper technique. The equation for predicting strength to weight ratio based on the 1 repetition max is the weight pushed in pounds divided by the body weight in pounds. The modified push-up is a protocol used to determine muscular endurance for sedentary or deconditioned individuals. The goal of this protocol is to perform as many push-ups as possible without rest. You must exhale from pushing off from the floor, your hands must be under your shoulders pointing forward, your back must be straight, your head must be up, and your elbows must be fully extended on the up position. Your chin must also touch the mat on each repetition. The subject's knees are used as a pivotal point and the test is terminated once the subject's form is not maintained within 2 reps. The standard push-up assessment is appropriate for relatively healthy and active individuals. The goal of this push-up assessment is to perform as many push-ups as you can without rest. The protocol stays exactly the same as the modified push-up test. The only difference is that the toes are used as the pivotal point. And as before, the test is terminated once the subject's form is not maintained within 2 reps. Due to the safety concerns that a 1 repetition max protocol may bring, the reps to fatigue protocol is used as an alternative that is appropriate for sedentary, adolescents, or older populations. This test determines anaerobic endurance. Anaerobic endurance is related to a person's ability to perform successful muscular contractions with a heavy, near maximal load for a relatively short period of time. To do this, you must complete 2 to 10 repetitions of 75% of your perceived maximal load successfully through a full range of motion, unassisted, and with proper technique. This will give us an estimate that we can use in the equation given on the bottom to determine your 1 repetition max. That is the amount of weight that you were able to lift divided by 1.0278 subtracted by 0.0278 multiplied by the amount of reps that you were able to perform.